It's here for your mamuni akwaba eba Melodies Podcast YouTube channel so. Na debia eya can say Ghana there. Every moment assembly wo hwa say ye can every moment assembly wo hwa ye can. Na sisia no asema trend pa say takoradi ohwa mba miensa bi eye abrante bia yesusu say oye Nigeria ni wako kidnapping eye mba miensa we ya etie for sisia omo parents and omo awofo omo sun gidigidi a takoradi fo nia asori atrese omo the pressure atu police for ne so fi say police for no ka say abrante no omo aye ne den na so abrante no empese obekasada na abrante no initially no police for ne che no some months ago ena abrante no sanso dwane ye free prison ho nti police commander no wo ho no ena obekate police na no mo guard no na police for mo guard no mo ye 7 ena obekate police na wo guard no say dabi police for be 7 into me wo guard ewo prison ho a abrante we be dwane amuntumi nka se mo ehu no na ye ma police for na omo wo guard no ye mo 10 days say omo ankochi abrante na mba omo police for no ye be chi omo atum na ye mo 10 days no 10 days na nso na sa police for no ekohwehwe abrante na chi akwan atrese omo chi ne bae na nkofo ehya ase so omo ka say oh ene na atrese police for no mo ni abrante no ehihye ho ye adwuma na wohwe bibi asem no edu sisi a trese nkofo the pressure Kofi Kinata kasa wohwe Ghana nkofo bebre kasa omo the pressure ato police for ne so say omonye na ye nkola miensen mba miensen a police for no ma abrante we on person obeka bibia mba no wono police for no ye na abrante no on sha se oye den okasa na we ne asema ekoso ewo takoradi na yenya ntie se police for no omunya leads bia omo person mo de beba public but ende 10 o'clock omo so mbeba abontin abekasa na obi wo ha onti asem na se onim de esi me wo reports bi wo ha trese ebe church nsem ni acho na atro ana ama we keep updated with this issue na ya se mba miensa pa trese omo ye mba omo ko school edu enim no BBC ato omo baako na owo secondary college or first year baako nso owo university University of Winneba first year baako nso wo baako afiansa we school atrese na ope juma ye kakra na watia ni education so hwa mba we ye mba said school edom ni so na branch we wako kidnapping omo na de eme ya pan ne say branch we so nigerian ni ene pa na eme ya obi wo ho onim de esi nti yenkofa reports we na obetse asieye.
But the first came to our attention 2 weeks ago when our reporter sent us. It started as a prison break story when the lead suspect now, a gentleman known as Udotwek Mills, he's Nigerian, broke out of jail, and the police in the Western region were given 10 days to find him. Now, he had been arrested as a suspect in a kidnapping. And so our reporter decided to focus on the victims of the said kidnapping. And that is when he realized that there was a chain. It wasn't just one person. It looked like he counted 3. And there are those in the region who say it could be as many as 7 people who are missing in the metropolis. And so a week ago, he went to visit one of the families where he spoke to the mother, he spoke to the sister, and he's been going there to get updates. He's also been chasing the police on what they are doing. And the police have had the suspect in custody for 17 days now and say they are unable to get any further information from him. But yesterday, there was a new development when our correspondent spoke to the PRO of the Western Regional Police Command.
So this is DSP Olivia Adiku, and she spoke to our correspondent Akwesi Enim Ej.
Since he was arrested on the 4th of January, rearrested on the 4th of January, he gave some information to the police that the children are in Kaswa. The regional commander organized resources with men to go with him to Kaswa. It was found out that all the information he gave was not true. All the places he went to, there was nothing like that. He also gave information again. They went to Koforidua, they didn't get anything. But when you trace his call history, everything pinpoints to him. That is Samuel Udotek. We are still working around the clock to get some information, because though we've been able to arrest him, he has not been able to tell us exactly where these ladies are, whether they are in Ghana, whether they are not in Ghana, their state of health, even as at now, we don't know yet. We are giving the family assurance. It's not everything that we can say it out. We are doing a lot of work behind the scenes to really get to the bottom of this issue. As I speak to you now, you came to meet. We are even having an emergency meeting on this issue, and certain leads have come up, and we cannot just put it on air for security reasons. But we'll give them the assurances that we are not just sitting down. We are working around the clock to ensure that we're able to get these girls rescued and reunite them with their families. So we also appeal to the public that we need credible information. Any little information is quite important to this investigation. So anybody who knows anything, he should let us know. The case being handled now is his escape from custody. But notwithstanding, the investigation for the kidnapping is still ongoing. That case is just an aspect they have to deal with before they come to the substantive case of kidnapping. So it doesn't mean that we just ignore the kidnapping. Still, even yesterday, some of our men had to go back to the scene to research again and see whether we'll get any evidences to support us in our case. So we are not just sitting down, but we are really working on it. The whole thing we are all hoping is to have these girls alive and be able to rescue them and hand them over to their family. We are still confident. In investigations, you just don't stop in the middle that you are not getting anything, so that is it. No, we are still certain, we are still tracing from some of his call list to see whether we can get one or two people, because he's mentioning one John, but he's not be able to tell us where John is, even the same name. We are trying to see whether we can look through his phones, whether we can get something to be able to identify who John is. So we are still working. So we'll not say that our leads have failed. No. Sometimes you have to revisit before you'll be able to get the necessary information needed for your investigations.
So that was DSP Olivia Dikus, the Public Relations Officer for the Western Regional Police Command, speaking to Akwesi Ajay Enim, or Enim Ajay rather, on the disappearance and what is now strongly suspected to be the kidnapping of 3 ladies in the Takoradi metropolis. Now, the girls lost within a 4-month period, August 2018, December 2018, and there's a lot of concern in Takoradi. Akwesi has been speaking to some of the families. So let's just go back to Akwesi, who started reporting this story. So Akwesi, welcome back to the program. Good morning.
Good morning, Bernard.
So at what point in your reportage did you learn that there was more than one girl who had disappeared? Because I'm sure initially when the girl disappeared, there was just a normal news report. At what point did you get the story that this was a trend and that this was specific girls of a particular age from the same kind of area?
Well, I'm not sure. I mean, prior to even getting in contact with the first family, there were speculations around, triggered by local, media houses, that more ladies have been taken. But it was initially difficult trying to get a family to actually associate itself with any of the suspected kidnapped ladies, until I got in touch with the second lady who was taken in November, the family of the second lady who was taken in November. It was through her that I got the rounded figure of about 4. So that is when I began to appreciate that, 4 I kind of confirmed. And subsequently, upon my interaction with the detectives looking at this Christian's case, I got to know that though that there are speculations about 7 people, the total number of reported cases that the police is looking into are just three. So that has been the situation here.
So those three are Ruth Love Quason, who was, we are told, kidnapped from a place called Butumajebu
or BU, which is between Fijari Junction and Nkrofo Junction.
Who are the other two, and where were they last seen?
The other two are Peninsula Bintum and then Peninsula Crunchy. These are girls. Peninsula was taken in August, and then Bintum taken in December. And they were taken. One was taken at BU Junction, one was taken at Nkrofo, and then the other taken. I don't have my phone.
We are told Kansawurodo. Good. So these places, these places in Takoradi, in Nkrofo, Kansawurodo, and Butumajebu, are they? Is it the same area, or these are? They are like?
They are interlinked communities. They are interlinked communities. If you are coming from Takoradi direction to Cape Coast, after Fijai, you get to Butumajebu. Butumajebu, what is somebody called GU over here, actually hosts the satellite campus of Takoradi Polytechnic, and it's a very busy suburb of Takoradi with a lot of young girls and a lot of youth because of the Takoradi Technical University's business campus. And just from BU, you get in Nkrofo, just from BU, so they share borders, you get in Nkrofo, and then from Nkrofo also shares borders, boundaries with
Kansawurodo.
So they are interlinked suburbs of Takoradi.
Were these girls?
And these are,
I was asking, were these girls students? Do we know what profession they were involved in?
Yes. If you take Ruth Quason, for instance, she's an SS leaver, working to enter tertiary. And then Benson, I'm told, is also a University of Winneba student. The other one, also a secondary school leaver. So they are all young girls trying to actually climb the educational ladder.
So what is the conversation in Takoradi on local media, and what are people saying about this case?
As I said initially, the speculation, on daily basis intensifying. I've heard stories about people affected for kidnapping, and which actually happened in a school where somebody went claiming to be sent by the parents of the child to actually come and take the child. And by the intervention of the school authorities, they managed to fall that attempt, and the person ran away. And so that is the fear. And right now, there's a hashtag going around Takoradi about bring our Takoradi girls. And we've had local stars like Kofikinata who adding their voice to the conversation. So it is really a concern here, and the pressure on the police is really intensifying. And everybody and any local circuit media platform is partnering with this particular subject.
All right, thank you for your report. I'm sure we'll talk again as the story unfolds. That was Kwesi.
But just by the way,
yes.